Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Oakland Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, Hayward. You're out.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They can't hang with us. Switch.
Get it.
On first down, Locke. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Locke taking the snap at 1. Got him in. It's Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go, go.
57. Mike 57. I'm trying to collect. 57's the Mike.
Gone, gone. Nice.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Ready.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Hey! Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Now.
Get that ball.
Throwing his lock on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Yo, 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 yo.
Hey, zoom.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it
Go.
up. Go, 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 go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Rock it.
You got time.
Hey, Charlie.
You got time.
Shoot.
Clock will try again on second down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Watch the pass. Tight dog.
Brady now to throw. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Got it.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 50.
Hey, Alpha. 80 weapons.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Back. Switch. Rush in.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
To throw again on second down. Locke. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for?
Yep.
More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Yep.
Get him, you got him.
Go.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. It's a party now. It's a party.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-4, Mike
Say go.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And, off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this will remain a scoreless game. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. 36.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? Show it. No.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Brady's throw there complete. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Let's go.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Shadow. Hey, exit.
Mike 5-4. Target.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up second down.
Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a second down coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the safety creep.
Now. Yes. Smoke. Look at me. Zipper.
I'm here all day.
Get it.
Now Locke. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for A.J.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check. Crunch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. Dancing to his left. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Watch the screen.
Brady now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, Tuck Rule. And now the Tuck Rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Fair.
Block now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here you go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 4.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Wait, that 53!
Let's go, D. gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be a shadow.
They run it with Carson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Go, go, go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On third down, Brady. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brady now on first down. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Practice reload.
Here's Brady to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brady now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Regular.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Chris Carson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Suckup for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
He can't hang.
Hey, Haywood.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the out. Watch the out. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Lock now on first down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go. Blue draw quarter.
Switch gears, switch gears. Mike's 54.
Hey, Sam off.
It's just me and you.
Block now on first down. Being chased out left. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is right through. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go, let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 72.
Shotgun now for Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
53 now.
58, come on.
Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Barnett able to get in there. For his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Check 13. Check
Rip. 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Taylor Gabriel, 78 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the ready.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey.
Joker, Joker.
Say go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yo, go.
On second down, it's Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hard.
Kill. Turn it up.
Hey, seam 6.
From midfield, here's Locke. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same.
Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, Alabama.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Carson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let him know.
Alert! 55. Hey, ball 66.
Throwing now is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From his linebacker spot, Montez Perfect with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And an update from a game going on out in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's taken in by Henderson. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The tackle made back at midfield.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
54's Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 54. Mike's 52.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
From the gun, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown.
Extra point try now for Succo. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Locke, he's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady, he wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Taylor Gabriel, 40 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check, check. Flash out.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Room here to run. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Carson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check, check.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. Throwing now is Locke. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Hey, check 25. Check 25. Rip.
They run again with Carson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Hey, Alabama. Shit.
Brady. And he connects with Ertz. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.